My name is Abby. I'm an early childhood teacher working at Good Start Early Learning in Ashfield for 2 years. The Safe Children and Safe Families program has really worked closely with our practices, so we're quite closely aligned to relational practices in our work. So really strengthening educator-child relationships, child-to-child relationships, and working with families. So the Safe Children and Safe Families program has really strengthened that practice and really fits quite seamlessly with our current practices. So there's 3 parts to the workshops. So the first part of the workshop is Rena coming into the service and working alongside educators. So she really strengthens educators' understandings of what child abuse looks like and how that can be recognised through children's behaviours or their responses, and really supports educators to understand how to practice that in their practice. The second part of the program is working alongside families, so really strengthening that relationship between educators and families and helping them to understand what those behaviours could look like and how educators can support families and create a community of caring for children. And the third part of the program is working with the children. So Rena coming into the service and delivering a program that really supports children's own understandings of how to keep themselves safe. The children really love the program. They're really excited when Rena comes in. It's delivered through stories, dramatic play, literacy. There's all these elements that they really, really enjoy. So it's something they're excited, and when they see her coming, they really enjoy the program. Educators should get behind this program because it's something, sexual abuse, from the statistics that we've learned from Rena's program, it's something that doesn't happen to just 1 or 2 children that you may encounter, but it's something that you are likely to encounter in your practice. I think it's essential that we recognise these behaviours and also understand what we can do as educators to support children to keep themselves safe. I think it's a really easy to utilise program that we can put in practice so easily, and it's so important that we give children those protective behaviours. I think this program really supports children's development of their emotional intelligence, empowers them with the tools to keep themselves safe and be able to make the correct decisions and safe decisions if they don't feel safe. And it really encourages them to really realise and understand that they have rights to be safe as well. The Safe Children and Safe Families program has been positively responded to by families. So first of all, they're really noticing at home that children are coming home with the dialogue and repeating it back with families a lot, which has been really fantastic. So it's bringing it into the open. Families are talking about it openly with their children. And secondly, I think families are really noticing and understanding from the statistics that is so critically important, and often sharing stories or instances where they wish that they had this knowledge perhaps themselves, or a way that they would feel safer to send their child out somewhere now that they have this understanding. The key themes of the program draw on stranger danger, but it moves a lot further than that. It moves beyond stranger danger to actually encouraging children to think about their emotions and how they feel, because we know that it's not just strangers that often are the perpetrators of abuse to children. It can be people they know. So it really draws on that emotional intelligence and children recognising how they feel and understanding feelings of fear or feelings of unease, and then how to act on that. So how to use scripts to tell people how you feel, or tell someone that you trust that you need help. So I've really reinforced the program every day into our practice by recognising it needs to be a part of our culture within our classroom. So it's not just talking about it once or twice, it's actually become a part of our everyday vocabulary we're using with children. So we recognised in our practice that, say, within children's conflicts, we could use the no-go-tell rule. So where there's a conflict between 2 children, children now can say, "No, I don't like it, stop," If the person continues, they can go away and they can go and tell someone they trust. So they're using it daily in their practice. And even in, say, a situation where they may be in the bathroom, they understand that that is a time where that's my body and it belongs to me. So that's another place they can use the practice. And even with safe touching and unsafe touching in physical play, if physical play becomes rough, they know that that's not safe touching. So it's always just applying those principles to our practice and our everyday work with children. The learning from this program for me has really been around implementing this as a part of our daily practice. So it needs to be something that is part of children's everyday life, so that when they're faced with these instances where they need to use this, that it's there. It's something that they're familiar with and they can understand. And for me, it's been really eye-opening in terms of the extent of abuse and how important this is to be reinforced daily. This was an exercise that I did with the children in regards to the program. This was a book that they wrote called Little Red Riding Hood, but a no-go-tell version of the story. So it's kind of, when we talked about the story, the children critically analysed the story and what Little Red Riding Hood could have done to keep herself safe using the no-go-tell rule. So they illustrated a book, and it's something that we use in our practices daily. So this program has changed my approach to my own skills, with just further reinforcing the importance of emotional intelligence and emotional recognition for children and understanding their own emotional well-being. I'm really excited for the future of the program. I believe it will have a positive impact on statistics of childhood abuse, and it will empower children to be able to make decisions over their own personal safety.